All right, chess fans, buckle up, because today we're diving deep into a legendary match.
We're talking the first game of the 2014 World Chess Championship between Viswanathan and Anand and Magnus Carlsen.
Now, this game ended in a draw,
It did.
but trust me, the real story lies in the commentary on chessgames.com.
Oh, the commentary is absolutely on fire.
They're going wild about Carlsen's opening.
The Gruenfeld defense?
Yeah, the Gruenfeld. So let's start with one commentator, Jay Moore.
Okay.
They actually predicted that Carlsen would go for the Gruenfeld, which is interesting because in the past, they've been pretty critical of that opening.
Well, the Gruenfeld can be a bit of a double-edged sword.
How so?
It's aggressive, it leads to complex positions.
Stuff exciting.
It is, but it can also backfire if you're not extremely careful.
I see. High risk, high reward.
Exactly, and that's what makes it so controversial.
Jay Moore even called it a Gruenfeld disaster at one point.
Yeah, but then, get this.
Uh-oh.
They turn around and say Carlsen is the world's greatest Gruenfeld player.
Oh, wow. So they're a fan now.
It seems like even the most seasoned chess observers can be swayed by a player's success.
Makes sense. Naturally, another commentator, Pulo Igata, jumped right on that apparent contradiction.
Yeah, they called Jaffamlor out, asking them to explain their sudden change of heart.
Classic chess forum drama.
It is, but it highlights something really important about chess.
What's that?
It's a constantly evolving game.
Mhm.
Even established theories and opinions can be challenged and overturned as players find new ways to push the boundaries.
So chess theory is never really set in stone.
Exactly. It's always evolving.
Fascinating. All right, let's delve deeper into this Gruenfeld debate.
Let's do it.
Jaffamlor actually tried to justify their newfound love for Carlsen's Gruenfeld
How so?
by comparing it to Karjakin's struggles with the same opening.
Ah, interesting point.
They even brought up a 2013 game where Karjakin got, well, crushed.
Yeah, that's a great example of how important individual playing style is when choosing an opening.
What works for one player might be a disaster for another.
Absolutely, and that's something every chess player needs to consider.
Of course, Pulo Igata couldn't resist one final jab.
What did they say?
They suggested Jaffamore only likes the Gruenfeld now because Carlsen managed to pull off a draw with it.
Oh, that's classic.
That's a little friendly banter.
Right, but it shows how passionate chess enthusiasts are about these strategic nuances.
They're living and breathing every move.
Absolutely, and that's what makes analyzing these games and the surrounding discussion so fascinating.
Even in a draw, there's a wealth of insights to be uncovered.
Exactly, and that's precisely what we're here to do.
So let's shift our focus from the lively commentary and actually dive into the game itself.
That sounds good.
Explore those key moments and strategic decisions that make this matchup so captivating.
Let's break down the moves.
And see what made this Gruenfeld defense so controversial and ultimately so effective for Carlsen.
I'm ready when you are.
All right, so we've heard the chatter, but what makes the Gruenfeld defense so tricky to play?
Well, the Gruenfeld, it really throws things off balance from the very beginning.
Like how?
It often creates these open files and dynamic pawn structures, which, can be super dangerous.
So Jaffamlor even called it a Gruenfeld disaster, remember?
Right. And for good reason, one wrong move and the whole game can fall apart.
But Carlsen seems to handle it pretty well.
He does. He really does. Those imbalances, they become opportunities for him.
So it's not just playing aggressively, it's about understanding the nuances of the Gruenfeld.
Exactly. Knowing when to attack, when to hold back.
And Carlsen seems to have that down.
Oh, absolutely. His positional understanding is incredible.
That brings us back to Karjakin.
Right.
He didn't have much luck with this opening.
No, he didn't. It's a great example of how playing style matters.
Karjakin, strong player, but maybe not the right fit for the Gruenfeld.
It happens. Cheapo by the dozen actually brought up a key moment in the game.
Oh, which one?
Move 16, Carlsen plays RD5.
RD5, okay.
It's fascinating because it really shows how well Carlsen understands the pawn structures.
Cheapo seemed really interested in how that move balanced against Black's control of the c-file.
Yeah, and the pressure on White's pawns.
Right.
It's a perfect example of how one move can have huge consequences down the line.
Carlsen's always thinking ahead.
Always. This deep dive really shows how much strategy goes into a single chess game.
It's amazing. It's not just the moves, it's the players themselves too, right?
Absolutely. Miss Scarlett had an interesting observation about Anand's personality.
Oh, what was that?
Well, they described Anand as personable, engaging, self-deprecating, you know?
Yeah.
But they noticed those qualities sort of disappeared when he interacted with Karlovich.
That's interesting.
It makes you think about the psychological side of chess.
The personalities, the rivalries, how that affects the game.
For sure, chess is a game of logic and strategy.
But it's played by humans.
Exactly.
Speaking of humans, we can't forget Jadon.
Oh, Jadon.
They had a very strong opinion about Carlsen's training with Garry Kasparov.
Oh, yeah. They were convinced that's what makes Carlsen so good.
You never lose, they said.
Right, all thanks to Kasparov's training.
Well, Kasparov's influence is undeniable.
It is.
But I think Carlsen's talent and dedication play a huge role, too.
Of course, it's a combination of factors.
This deep dive has been fascinating.
It has.
The Gruenfeld defense, the chess community, the players themselves.
We've uncovered a lot.
So even though Carlsen and Anand's game ended in a draw,
Right.
we've really unearthed some great insights.
Well, yeah, analyzing the moves, the commentary.
It's amazing what you can learn from one game.
Even a draw.
Exactly.
It's a testament to the depth of Grandmaster chess.
Absolutely. Every move is like a brushstroke.
Revealing their strategy, their style.
And the commentary adds a whole other dimension.
Like having expert guides, pointing out things you might miss.
Dave and Laura changing their mind about the Gruenfeld. That was fun.
It was, and cheapo by the dozen asking about move 16.
That really got me thinking.
And even Miss Scarlett's comment about Anand's personality.
Yeah, it all comes together.
It does. It paints a more complete picture.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
we want to leave you with a question.
All right.
Does a player's success with an opening,
Yeah,
does that mean it's a good opening?
that's a great question.
Or is it more about understanding the nuances,
And applying them to your own style.
like Carlsen with the Gruenfeld?
Risky, but he makes it work.
So keep exploring the world of chess.
Keep analyzing, keep questioning,
And most importantly,
keep playing.
until next time,